the work session.
So the vehicle you're buying is a cheaper vehicle than the one that you got totaled?
Substantially, yes, sir. That's, this particular vehicle, as you see on state contract bid, is base price about $17,655 versus $26,000 some change plus the cost to outfit it.
So you're swapping vehicles around a little bit and buying a cheaper version to replace the total one?
Correct, yes, sir.
I hear from
Don't have a problem with that. I make a motion that we approve it.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we will go with the presentation from our city manager. All in favor? Opposes?
Thank you, Council.
All right. Okay, F is governing body. That's our city attorney. That's number one.
And Madam Mayor, you have before you an ordinance to create the officer of solicitor or prosecuting attorney for the municipal court. We have had someone serving in that position. Currently, our city judge was formerly serving in that position, but we could not find an ordinance where we have formally actually created the position. And this is a housekeeping measure to take care of that. It's required by state law, so if you're going to have a prosecuting attorney, you need to pass this ordinance.
Oh, okay. And the city manager would be the one that hired this person? Since he does that.
That's what is designated, is the city manager
Okay.
would select someone.
With council approval, right?
Okay.
Housekeeping, I make a motion that we approve it.
All right. I second the motion. We all in favor of passing this ordinance? 4-0. Item number 2, the orders to grant the franchise to Greystone by the city manager.
Council, you have before you a ordinance for franchise fees. This is a standard agreement between the city and a utility company. This is for use of city right-of-way. Anyone that is a customer of regulated utilities will have a franchise fee on their invoice. Basically, what the utility does is they bill the customer and then they turn around and provide 3% to the city of that collected revenue, and then we utilize and maintain the right-of-way. Interesting enough, you'll see in the back that it requires us to attach a city map. Earlier this year, I worked with Community Development to have them send them a map depicting the city limits. And the city was receiving franchise fees based on an incorrect map. So now that they have our correct boundaries, they went back and recalculated for the years 2011 through 2015 what the city was entitled to. And I have in my hands, it was delivered today, a check for $51,448.94, which is basically free money.
We like that.
I'll take it any day.
So do I get a motion to approve of this order?
Move to approve.
Second.
Been moved and second that we accept this ordinance. All in favor? 4-0. All right, item number 3, the renewal of any contract with Carroll County Sheriff's Office dealing with inmate labor.
Madam Mayor, there are 2 agreements. They're identical. We contract for individual crews. So in your packet, there's only one agreement, but they're delivered to us identical rather than duplicating the photocopy. This is no increase in services. Based on a council member's inquiry, I did go back to the Carroll County Sheriff's Department and did confirm the number of inmates that they are providing to us. Unless they have sick or or otherwise inadequate population, they are adhering to the current contract.
Okay. Do I get a motion that we will renew this contract with Carroll County Sheriff's Office?
I make a motion that we approve the inmate work detail agreement with the Carroll County Sheriff's Office.
Second.
Just for the purpose of the record, so we can make sure we have on the minutes that you're moving and approving to approve both contracts. two
That's
identical
true.
contracts.
2 contracts, okay.
Okay.
I still second.
All right,
Second.
Probably moving to second that we will accept this contract. All in favor? Opposes? Votes 4-0. All right. Contract to provide services relative to alcoholic beverage tax operation and compliance services between the Georgia Municipal Association and the City of Villa Rica for approximately $11,500.
Madam Mayor, this is a request of the council to conduct an audit of those establishments that are currently under our alcoholic beverage tax operation compliance review. The cost of that audit, contracted through Georgia Municipal Association, is at a cost of $11,500, and those fees would be taken from the council's contingency fund.
How many places are they gonna be audited?
I believe they identified 15, sir.
Okay.
All right, do I get a motion to approve of this contract?
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved this second that I'm not voting on liquor now. I'm voting for him to go check it out and see if they're in compliance.
Oh, watch this now.
Don't get it twisted.
Watch this. This will be
All right, all
her
in
first
favors, raise your hand.
vote. Her first vote yes on liquor.
0-0, okay.
Take a
All right, item number 5, approval of minutes from the previous meetings. You get that down, sister. I wasn't voting on liquor laws. Ken. All right, did we get an approval of the minutes from the previous meetings for June 2nd and June 7th? Do I get a motion to
Motion to approve.
second? All in favor of approving the minutes? 4-0. All right. City Attorney, the City of Villa Rica amended defined benefit retirement.
Yeah, this is a proposed agreement sent to us in order to amend our existing retirement plan. The primary change here is as it changes the vesting requirement for the city manager.
What page is that on, please?
F6.
G2,
I'm sorry, what page is the change on?
it's G2 and looks like this.
I've got the document. I just wondered where the change is in the document.
Did we, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find the document so I can answer that question.
Oh, okay. No hurry.
Were we supposed to, since I keep getting confused on where adjusting the sign waiving fees, I thought that was at the end of F, we're now on G.
It's on pages 20 and 29, sir.
Did we dismiss that?
No, we're still on F.
We're still good?
Still out.
Oh, okay, I have that under G2 in my book.
20 and 29.
I have it under G2, okay. Ignore what I said about G2. Is that this? Isn't that this item?
G2, it got G2 stuck up there.
It is.
I have G2.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, so we're done with F.
Mine says F6. You talking about this document?
G2.
G,
The numbers changed. Well, I will say, I went on the website to print off a new agenda, and there was no, the agenda wasn't updated and had no G items when I went looking for it. So I'm still using my G section off the work session. Okay, so this is no longer G2. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
If you would look, Councilman Carter, on page 15 of the document.
I'm sorry, what was that?
One of the changes is page 15.
Going to 15. Okay.
It says the participants employed with the city as city manager on or after August 2nd, 2016. are eligible for retirement at attainment of age 65 without any specific number of years of service with the city.
So this is an addition to this document?
It's a change, and the primary reason for the change is just to bring it into compliance with the employment contracts that we've had with our last 3 city managers.
Okay.
So, because I did not have a grasp on this one. The change, the only change, is to bring it in compliance with agreements that we had previously with city managers.
Correct.
And that's it.
That is I mean, there is a provision for appointing people who will serve on the committee, but that doesn't really change the contract. We already had that obligation. But the only significant change in the policy is just stating that the city manager does not have to have a specific number of years of service in order to be eligible and be vested in the plan. Because when we have contracted with them, we have told them that we are contracting to make them eligible to receive benefits from the GMA retirement plan.
So
From day one.
from this point forward, from this city manager forward, they'll be eligible.
Yes. I mean, this is primarily a housekeeping
So it doesn't necessarily.
action on behalf of the GMA to comply with what we've told them we've already agreed to with our city managers.
So we don't have to do any action, I'm taking action.
You do have to take
Yeah,
some
well,
action
actually,
to
all right.
approve
We have to
it.
adopt
So
it.
do I get a motion that we accept this amended benefit
Yeah,
package?
I will add in, this does not change anything for the retirement eligibility for either employees or council members.
It's a revised defined benefit retirement plan
Correct.
for
Okay,
the city of Villarica.
all right, do I get a motion?
So moved.
Second. It's been moved and second that we will accept this amended defined benefit retirement plan. All in favor? All opposed? 4-0. All right, that would be F6A, or CB, Ms. Leslie, about the
F7.
signs.
Now we're down to that item we put on.
What can I say? I had things labeled from the work session that were still in that same area.
Okay.
In regards to our sign ordinance, there's some things in it that I hope we can maybe go back and look at, but for now, we have an immediate need with the upcoming rodeo, and this is not, I don't think this should be just specific to the rodeo, that just happens to be what brought it to light. That we have something that charges $35 for, I guess what we would call a special
Event.
event. And if you own a brick and mortar business and you're putting out that sign in front of your business for a special event and you put out a sign, it would be $35. What maybe we didn't realize was that when you have a special event like a rodeo or maybe a fair or something, most of that occurs in the county, it's $35 for every sign. These are signs that are only going to be allowable on private property and that sort of thing. So it runs into the hundreds or thousands of dollars for these signs to be out that are set on private property advertising this event. I'm requesting that we waive that fee for this event coming up, and then maybe we can revisit that sign ordinance to see if this is going to be a problem ongoing.
Is that a motion?
I'll put that in a form of a motion. I make a motion that we waive the sign fee for special event sign fee for the upcoming rodeo.
I'll second it.
It's been moved in second that we waive the fee for just for the upcoming rodeo.
And we'll ask the
Yes.
staff to correct the sign ordinance later.
Is that what you say?
Yes,
This just goes for the rodeo?
Yeah, the rodeo only.
for the time being, yes, ma'am.
Let me ask a question. So it's just for the rodeo for right now, and then they'll revisit it later on, that's what you said?
Yes, yes.
All right, it has been properly moved and seconded.
Any
that we
problem,
will
lawyer?
waive-
No, no problem.
That we will waive the fee for the rodeo signage and revisit the other signs later on. Do I get a second?
I did second it.
Or do we get all in favor say? Okay. It has been properly moved and seconded that we would do this. It's voted 4-0.
Madam Mayor, before you move on to the next item, let me go back to revisit the Georgia Municipal Employees Benefit System agreement there.
Is your next item?
In reviewing that, the question was raised that we are required to have a pension committee, which is comprised of the mayor, the city manager, 2 council members, the clerk, the finance officer, and the attorney. It would be helpful if we could have the council to designate which 2 of you will participate as a member of the pension committee for the city.
What does the pension committee do?
The pension committee has, to be honest with you, it hasn't done a whole lot.
I'll sign up for that one. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
It is
Okay.
set up in order to make any decisions that the plan itself, the GMA plan, asks us to make, and to make any recommendations to them. Ordinarily, this committee would have perhaps reviewed the proposed change to the ordinance and made a recommendation to the full council. But in all reality, the pension committee has not been very active during my last 20 years.
Sounds like my kind of committee. I volunteer.
I nominate you.
I nominate you.
Have it, no, that's okay.
That's 2 people that said 2.
Pensions, I mean, me and pensions are like this, we're like this.
Said they need two council people.
Verlin would like to do it.
Well, it was a nomination that we will have Mr. Danny Carter and Miss Leslie McPherson.
That's one, and since
I
you don't want to do
She
it,
nominated you and you nominated her, so that's 2.
I changed, since he nominated himself, I now nominate Verlin. Wouldn't you like to do that?
Will you do it, Berlin? And Danny, how about we just have a motion that Danny and Berlin serve as members on the pension committee, and y'all can rotate next year.
All right, all in favor of that motion, what he did, I'll second it so we can move on.
we're moving on.
there's 16 upcoming meetings on the pension committee. I'll go ahead and distribute that tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
All right, do I get a motion to go into executive session at this?
I make a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of,
Discussion of real estate and personnel issues.
what the city attorney said.
All in favor, let's stand up and go into executive session.
Stand up, go.
Stand up and go into executive session. On your way down?
In the hallway.
No.
Like your favorite.
Nope, not on, in the hallway, on your way down.
That's kind of a risque picture to pop up when I go to the city website.
What you want me to do, give this to her for? Just look
So that the mayor has